Hey guys, Supercoach God here, and today we've got a very special video with a very special guest. Welcome the Skodfather. How you going, mate?
Very well, thank you, and thank you for having me on. Absolute pleasure. And actually, I've never been on your channel before, so I'm very excited today to see what we can cook up. So it's going to be very interesting.
Yes, it will be very interesting, and absolutely stoked to have you on, mate. And
And
just a quick one. If you wanted to go look at his channel, it's a very good channel. He posts pretty much every day. So it's the Skodfather, home of the Spuds, is the title of the channel, and his Twitter, if you're interested in that, is at Magic Moments and then 3 zeros. So yeah, we'll get into the video. So what we're going to be doing
actually,
is
before we start, is there a sub button on your channel? Let's look for this sub button because we want to get some subscribers to join your channel. Okay, because this is about you today. So we want to see. I want this channel to grow to 2,000. Okay, and because we're gonna create some content. We're gonna try to make some people very happy. Okay, so we want this channel to grow as well. Okay, so if anyone out there is watching this channel now and they haven't subscribed, okay, is making me very upset now. Okay, just come down. Okay, now we want subscribers. Okay, just press the button. There's a button there. So we just tell these people with the buttons. I can't see it.
yeah, I know, mate. It's we've been growing pretty well recently, but yeah, no, it'd be good to get a few more.
Yeah,
But
it'd be awesome.
no, I love the people that watch me. They give me a lot of support, and nah, it's all well and good.
You're actually a very well presented young man as well. Very well presented. Very much loved in the community, and a very respectful person, and that's very important. And so you do a great job, and your knowledge, besides your good looks and your good behaviour, okay, your knowledge is a very nice. Okay, you have good knowledge, so I'm very proud of you. And this year we're expecting big things. Okay, we're hoping maybe a top 10 or top 20 finish for you. But if you don't panic. There's no pressure. Okay, maybe a top 1,000 finish, and we're gonna be laughing. So I'm gonna follow your channel very close.
Yes, all right. Well, hopefully I can take that mantle off your third spot and get to second.
As long
But
as
anyway,
yeah.
uh, yeah. Anyway, we'll get into it. So what we're going to be doing is the first ever Supercoach duo team. Now, this is going to be a mock team. This is going to be a one-off. We're just doing this for fun, and yeah. So what the structure is going to be is we're going to pick a defender each, and then we're going to go in the midfield, and we're going to pick a midfielder each. We're going to pick our two rucks. So we're going to pick a ruck each, a forward each, and then we might just save the flex for the end, and we can decide together on what the flex will look like. But yeah, and then we'll repeat that all over again. So
Okay, that's a good plan.
yeah,
And this idea was from yourself. Actually, we sort of were discussing what should we talk about, and then you come up with this brilliant idea. Very impressive. So you could probably do this with a few content creators, and maybe do one every 2 or 3 days, and build up a different type of teams. It could be interesting, but we'll see how this one goes first. Maybe this team is not good, or full of spuds, so maybe we don't have to do any more teams. So we'll see how this one goes.
yeah, might be the worst team of all time, but we'll give it a
Yes.
crack. Um, anyway, let's start
I'm
in the
I'm gonna let you
defense.
start first. You can start first.
Me start first.
I'm
All
gonna give you
right.
the honors.
All right. Well, I I I think it's pretty hard to pass this guy up. I'm going to be picking the one and only Harry Sheezel. And pretty much reasoning for this, he's an absolute star. I don't care where he plays on the ground. He's scoring 120. So yeah.
Okay, well that's a good choice. Shizel's currently not in my team because I've got we've got new rules at Abs Magic where anyone over 600k is not allowed to come to the team. So no greedy guts players. So Shizel's unfortunately couldn't make it into our team. We only have Spuds. My first selection, and he's going to be my captain most of the weeks. Is going to be Whitfield. Even though he has a buy, we're not worried about the buy. We're going to take him, and I think I think 110s, 120s on a regular basis. So he's going to be a good option for me or for us, for our team, for this team of spuds we're building right now.
Yeah, no, I don't mind the Whitfield pick. Hasn't been in any of my teams, but yeah, can definitely see the appeal. For the midfield, I'll let you do the first pick of the midfield. We'll do a bit of a snake draft kind of thing.
Okay, yeah, that sounds like a good plan. Okay, now for the midfield, I've got a couple of weapons in my team, and I want to share one of them with you, and that's going to be a Jack Steele. I want to lock in Jack Steele because with McRae in the team now, I have this feeling right now that Jack Steele is going to go nuts, and he has full preseason, no injury. He had 10 tackles in a practice game, which is unheard of. And the fact that he tackles like he could never tackle last year or the year before. So I see big things from this man. So he was a 700K player 2 years ago. So he's going to be maybe top four, I reckon, this year. He's going to finish top four. So Jack Steele's my boy.
Yeah, no, I don't mind that. I started him last year, and he did all right for me. I wouldn't say he did exceptional. He did all right. But yeah, I'll put Jack Sinclair in here. Jack Steele. There you go. Yeah, I think it's a valid option. I think George has him in his team as well. So no, it's a nice little pod you've got going there. With my midfield selection, I'm going to pick Zachy Butters because Zachy Butters is an absolute jet. I don't think he gets tagged much because I think they prefer to tag your Rosies and your Horn Frances. But I think Zach Butters just goes in head first to every single contest. I can't see him regressing from what he produced last year. So, yeah, that's my second pick.
Plus, they have a really good draw too. So they should
Oh,
do very
yeah.
well. Yeah, so Butters should go nuts. Unfortunately, Butters also not in my team because of the salary cap restrictions. So we've passed on Butters too on my team. But team's just got Spuds. But you got the next choice now with the ruckman.
Yep. All right. So we're in the ruck line. I'm going to be picking Tom de Koning. Now, Tom de Koning, Pito's out for the next 3-4 weeks, and TDK has come into my side. So he's sitting at R2 at the moment for me in my personal side, but yeah, I think this guy's ceiling is just too good to ignore, and obviously I'll let you delve into
Yeah,
this
yeah,
pick
yeah.
ups.
Now you've got nice no greys in your hair. I can't see any greys. I'm not going blind yet. I don't see any grey hairs there yet. No, there's nothing there. You've got a good set of hair as well. That's very good, young man. But every Thursday night, the team sheets come out, and we don't know if Pittinet's going to play or not now. So every Thursday night, you're going to lose one or two pieces of hair coming out of your hair. Some of them going to turn green, and some are going to turn white. So you might go bald by the end of the season. So I'm just a bit worried for you, young man. But Pittinet gives me heart attacks. Going to give me anxiety attacks. Is a gun. I think he's a gun. I would love to have. Sorry, TDK. I would love to have TDK, but Pittinet, he's going to make me worry every Thursday. So I'm glad you picked him, okay? Because if I picked him, I would have collapsed. Okay, I'm lucky I'm sitting down. But for my ruckman, I'm gonna put Nank the Tank there. Okay, another weapon. I'm gonna put Nank the Tank in there. Although I would have probably picked English. Okay, can we actually delete Nank the Tank for a second? Because I forgot about English. Let's delete Nank the Tank. Okay, let's pop in English. Now, last year, a lot of people were burnt from English. A lot of people paid 700K for him. Okay, there's a rule at Abs Magic: you don't pay anything over 600K, you can't get ripped off. Okay, so they're con artists. So English is cheap, and it looks like he's going to be a solo ruck. I think he's going to be number one ruckman this year. So I've locked him in.
Yeah, right. So that's a big call there. The number one ruckman this year. Huge call.
Yeah, I think he's
He's
going
done
to.
it before. He's done it before, and yeah, I guess not much reason he can't do it again, right? So, anyway, you've got the
Okay, I've got
first
the
pick on
first.
forwards.
Okay, well, there's no pods in our forwards line, so we're all going to go pretty much vanilla in the forward line. So let's just go for the best available. Let's go for the horny man. Okay, let's put him in there. Okay, I'm going to lock in the horny man because he gets very excited when I'm not putting him in the team. Just hammer down. That's how he's locked in.
Yep, I fully agree with this pick. This is the first pick we've actually agreed on to date. So, no, really like the pick. He's my F1 at the moment, and yeah, couldn't be happier with him in the side. Just dominated that Indigenous game as well. Let me have a look. I need to scroll down for my next pick. My next pick is going to be Jackson McRae, and I think with Jack McRae, I think he could be maybe a top 3 lock in Supercoach this year. If you're not picking Jack McRae this year, I think you've lost Supercoach. I think
Yeah.
if someone can pick a team without Jack McRae and win Supercoach this year, I'd be amazed.
Yeah, I actually agree. Actually, Jack McRae at his price, under whatever, I can't see. I'm too blind. I can't see what his price is, but
392.
392K. He's going to play like a 650K player, and you're getting him for free, virtually. 390 is peanuts. So, and he's captain material, depending on opposition. You got a good combination there between himself and Steele. So it's going to be a good year for both.
Yep. All right. Let's get back to the defense, and I've got this pick, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pick James Sicily. Now, James Sicily, there's a lot of concerns. There's concerns about him not being the man in the back line anymore. He's going to be playing a bit forward. But I'm going to pick this guy on the basis that he's going to be the third tall in defense and he's going to have 57 intercept marks every game. So I love this pick. I think if it goes right, he could be a 630, 640K player.
Yeah, if this pick goes right, we've seen the sick dog go sick. He's done 170s, 180s. He can go crazy. As you mentioned, there's that risk factor, maybe forward line. So maybe we're going to have trigger finger happy, or whatever they call it, trigger fingers. Okay, and if it's not like we expected him to score, maybe we're going to do a sideways trade. But it could be a good starting option. So I don't mind this pick. Now it's my pick. Okay, now I'm gonna have to go vanilla again. Okay, because you spent my cash. Okay, so because you took Sicily, so I've got to spend someone on D4, and it's gonna be Mills. I think uh, even though we're not sure if he's gonna play round one, but it looks like he is. He's got that midfield role. He's cheap as chips. So I'd just say lock in Mills for now.
Yep, I'm happy with that pick. I think Cal Mills is a gun. He's a gun at his best, and obviously had a few injuries in the past couple of years, and got that plantar fasciitis, whatever it's called, in the foot. At the moment, he's recovering from it. So hopefully, if he plays round one, I think you might have to start him, especially being in the midfield.
Yeah,
Um,
100%. Now,
and
with my, because I've got the next, do I have the next pick?
yeah, you got the next one. You got midfield.
All right, beautiful. Now, I've got a few options here. Okay, I can't make up my mind because I want to make sure I get one that you don't pick because because we're going to pick the same players. So I've got a feeling that I'm gonna go for someone different. Okay, someone that's in only 2% of teams. There's actually two of them that I like, but this one, he was priced at 650K last year, and we're getting a 100K discount on him this year, and I think it's a good price. And last year he virtually had a sore foot; he couldn't kick the ball, so that's why we're getting him so cheap. And that's Dawson. I'm going to lock in Dawson as the next
Yep.
pick.
Yep, I thought it was going to be Dawson. I already started hovering over the name. But yeah, I think I agree with you. Dawson's been in and out of my team at the moment. I'm really heavily considering him. But yeah, no, Dawson, absolute jet of a player. Just started the year really poorly, had a decent middle of the year, and then faded out towards the end of the year. So yeah, definitely not not a season that he's definitely capable of. All right, my next midfield pick. I actually might be stealing one of yours, and that is Ed Richards.
Yes, I was hoping you
Now,
could see. That's why I got Dawson first, so you could see. It's like tactics where you're playing chess right now. Just cover down. So it worked perfectly. So I'm happy you picked this man.
no, very, very good player, Ed Richards. Trelaw's going to be out for the first, I don't know, 5-6 weeks of the season, I think, something like that. And uh, obviously, Libba's getting older. I think and Trelaw's getting older, and I think Richards going to be that second best midfielder in there.
Yeah,
And I reckon if this man at his price, mate, if he could average 115, anywhere between 110 and 115, it would be massive. It would be absolutely massive, and I can't wait to watch him play, storming out of stoppages. Might cop the odd tag because we all know Bont doesn't get tagged, but yeah,
yeah.
I think this pick is really tasty.
Yeah, he can play both inside and outside. So he can do Trelaw's role, he can do Libba's role, he can do both. And he's got an elite kick on him. That they love to have the ball in his hands. So he's played off that halfback role before. So he has had that elite kick. He can kick goals. He can have goal assists. There's so many factors he can score points on. The loose ball gets, the hard ball gets. So he can go massive, or it could be a flop. We don't know, but I think he's going to go massive.
Yeah, I think he's going to go massive too. I've had a few doubts on days in the past couple of weeks while I've had him in my team, but I somehow always come crawling back to him. So yeah, no, I love it. Alrighty, I'm gonna be picking Mr. Bailey Smith now in the forward line. Now he's obviously not going to be playing in the Pracky game coming up. However, I do not care because this guy could average, I think, probably around the 95 100 mark, maybe over 100 if we if he decides to treat us well. But yeah, I think um, at his price and play averaging anywhere between 95 and 105 is a really good deal, especially in the forward line.
Yeah, me and Smith, we don't get along. Okay, now we've had a few arguments. Okay, 2 years ago, actually, it was 3 years ago now, when I was coming first. Okay, Smith let me down big time. He didn't turn up. He punched someone at Geelong actually back then. I think he punched Stewart in the photo or something. Got 4 weeks. So since then, I haven't forgiven him. I, he has a different role. He has a forward, wing, mid role. Okay, now at Geelong, the forwards tend to do well because I seen Myers' stats, and he was second ranked player like disposals in all of Geelong last year, and it's a forward. Usually midfielders get the second highest ranking, or the defenders. But at Geelong last year it was Myers as a forward pocket. So they tend to have a lot of disposals. Geelong's half forwards. uh, Problem with this man here, Smith. Okay, the problem with him is he doesn't know how to kick the ball. Like they haven't taught him that yet. When he went to kicking practice, he forgot to use his feet, so he doesn't use his shins and knees to kick the ball. But I'm sure he'll do okay. He'll have enough of the ball to maybe score that 95 to 100. But I'm happy that he's in our team. Okay, but he's not in my team because we're not talking right now. But anyway, we'll leave him there for now. Okay, he'll be happy. Now, I think it's my pick now, and I'm going to go for we're going to go vanilla again. Okay, someone that you would pick as well, and someone probably that can average virtually a 110 or 120, even if he goes nuts. Remember last year we had a player, the Fisher, nobody knows of the Fisher, and he scored 120s, 130s, having the same role that Caleb Daniel's going to have. And Caleb Daniel, he can go nuts. He's going to kick, he can only kick the ball 30 meters. I mean, even I can kick the ball 30 meters. Okay, so we've got the same kicking style, me and Caleb. And 30-meter kick means he just runs straight back to that ball and gets another handball receive and another kick. Okay, so he's gonna score. He's gonna be the best player. If you don't, you mentioned McRae before. This is the second one. You need to have Caleb Daniel and McRae, both of them. It's a combination to have any chance of winning SuperCoach. These two are must-haves.
Yep, 100% agree. I don't think I need to touch on any more of that. Anyway, back to you with the defenders.
Okay, now we might be up to the rookies now. Okay, I'm confused now. Okay, there's
We're
any
at
rookies?
2.8 mil.
2.8 mil. How many players left? I've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 plus. We've got 17 players left. Okay. Maybe we'll just go rookies, and if we have money left over, we'll go get a couple of primos in between. And
All right.
we'll just use it.
Why don't we have a crack? We'll go maybe one more mid-pricer each.
In the midfield?
Anywhere.
Okay. All right, we can do that. Well, in that case, I'm going to pick one in the midfield. Let me think. I'm going to go Clayton Oliver, but I'm thinking maybe someone more exotic, but I don't think there is many. I can actually go on the forward line, but I want to use the rookie forwards. I think they're better, the forwards. Okay, let's go Clayton Oliver in the midfield. Let's lock him in. Okay,
Yep.
I don't think there's much to be said about Clayton Oliver, except the fact that we're just praying that we get the good Clayton Oliver this year. So we don't want the bad one. Okay, so the good thing about Clayton Oliver is if he doesn't perform at his price, you can just do a sideways trade to an Ashcroft after his buy or someone else. Will Day's another one that I like, but I'm not sure if we've got enough cash for him. So that's why I just chose Oliver for now.
Yeah, I agree. I know definitely with the Ed Richards pick, I was definitely up in arms about Richards and Day because they're both in my team at the moment. But yeah, I think Clary's probably up there. Not quite at McRae and Daniel levels, but I think he's up there with a must-have. So because I think the upside's too good, it's way too good. Because if he gets back to his peak or anything close to his peak, he's top 8. So I mean, I think has to be done.
Yeah. Plus, he's highly owned, so he's not going to hurt. If he doesn't do well, if he scores a 60, it doesn't matter. Everyone's got him, so it doesn't count. So, and if he scores a 120, we're all going to cop it. So, he's a player we have to have. I'd say. Yeah.
Now,
Do I have, you've got a first choice now? Yeah. Yeah. It's your,
I got a mid-pricer. Yeah.
Yep. That's right.
All right. So my mid-pricer is going to be in the back line. He's pretty close to being a rookie, but he's not quite a rookie. He is. I've been hot on him all year, and it is Josh Sin. Now, I think this guy takes that Houston role. He's not going to perform it as well as Houston does, but I think he will get a lot of the ball as that one of the two main distributors out of that back line, along with Kane Farrell. And yeah, I think for his price and what he could produce, it's too hard to ignore.
Yeah. Did he play on the weekend? I can't recall seeing him.
No, I don't think he did. I can't remember what happened, but I think he's meant to be playing round 1, and if he did play, he might have only played a quarter.
Okay. Is it an injury possible, or maybe?
I don't think so. I'll just give it a quick type up.
Because I was looking for him and I couldn't see him. And mind you, the camera work wasn't really helping much, so the camera was all over the place. So I was sort of looking for him, and I was getting dizzy at the same time, and I didn't spot him at all.
Yeah, mate.
Yeah.
maybe he didn't play, or he might have been quiet. I'm not too sure, but yeah, I think he does play round one, and it's I think if he doesn't play, they're going to be playing. What's the guy's name? Oh, I can't remember that now. There's another one of those Port medium-sized backmen that they'll play, but
Is it Williams? Is it they got a
Williams,
few?
yeah, Dylan Williams, yeah, that
Yeah,
one.
yeah. Yeah,
Um,
well, I'm gonna keep a close eye on this Sims guy now. But now that you mentioned him, so trust your judgment. Okay, so I'm gonna keep a very close eye on him this week. Hopefully, he plays this week. So watch him close because we
yep,
actually need to find these 220k defenders. They're very hard to find these mid prices in our defense line. So he'll be perfect.
yep, exactly. Hopefully, yeah, hopefully he comes up because I think it'll be a great pick, and it's also I think it's a bit of a pod almost at the moment, 4% owned.
Yeah,
So
that's good get. If he's good, that's a good get. That's a huge one.
yep. All right. Well, we'll go to rookies now, and I'll let you start on the rookies.
Okay. Well, We'll finish off the defense. Maybe we'll do all three of them. We'll do one each, and they're very hard to find these rookies. And there's Bo Allen at West Coast. So let's just lock him in there for now. Now I can't give you much goss on Allen because I don't know much about him except he plays in the Fed. So I haven't had a chance to watch him play properly yet. But he's cheap enough to put in a defense. As long as he plays, we're just gonna lock him in.
Yep. I think that's the general consensus. Apparently, he's going to be playing half back, so I don't know much about him either, to be honest. But yeah, apparently he's playing half back. He was named in the A squad over Elijah Hewitt the other day, so that's another good sign, I think. But they play different roles, so even so, yeah, lock him in. All right, I'm gonna go with Caleb Smith in the for Richmond. I think he should play a pretty key role in that back line for Richmond this year. You probably have more of an idea than I would, being a Richmond fan, but yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I'll let you speak on
I
that.
watched him play the first game, and it was like the Benny Hill show. Okay, I'm not sure if you know who Benny Hill is, but it's a comedy show, and Smith was all over it. Okay, he was doing the Benny Hill show. So uh, I'm not sure this boy's going to get a game. Actually, if you're going to get a Richmond, all right, the boy that might get a game at Richmond is actually cheaper than him. Go for that 113k boy.
Luke Trainer.
Yes, go for him. I think if anyone at Richmond is going to get a game, it's going to be Trainer. His name speaks for itself. He's training the house down, so he's doing really well. So I think he's the man. But then again, he might not even get a game. There's not many Richmond rookies that will probably get a game. It's really hard to find one. I've been searching everywhere, and I was speaking to all my Richmond friends, and they can't see one either. So it's going to be tough. But let's lock them in for. We can always change later on. All right. So we can't.
Yep.
It's impossible to get these perfect right now. It's nearly impossible. And for the next one, let's go to Geelong, and he's also named to play tomorrow. Which by the time this video comes out might be today, so I'm not sure what time this video is coming out, but it's going to be O'Sullivan, and
Yep.
he looked decent. I didn't mind him, so I'm not sure if you've seen him last week, but he's virtually got SDK's role. So SDK goes in the ruck, and O'Sullivan takes SDK's role in defence. So he's got a decent role, and he actually kicked the goal as well. So he's sort of a bit of a dasher across that half back line. Although he plays tall, so he looked decent.
Yeah, no, I like the pick. I haven't really seen much of him, but he's in a few people's sides, so I need to really watch him in the practice game. Is it tomorrow? Geelong play?
Yeah, it's tomorrow night, and he takes the intercept marks. He goes for a dash. He's not bad. He's quite different. So for his price, he's probably going to score between 60 and 70, I reckon. So it's not bad.
Yeah, not bad at all. That's an easy 150k in the bank. Um, all right, well, we'll go into the midfield now, and with my first pick for rookies, I think I'm going to go with Sardis. Now, I think Sardis is ready. He's had a few years in the system, and I think watching that match sim the other day against the Dogs, he's ready. He's ready to absolutely get 30 handballs and 0 kicks a game because the guy does not kick much. But yeah, I think this could be a really good rookie for us this year. And especially with Dylan Shield now going to the back line, even though he didn't play too much last year, I think it opens up a spot in that midfield. And I think Sardis is the one to grab with 2 hands.
Yeah, I know I've got a lot of friends that are Essendon supporters, and I'm in a couple of chats. So all they do is talk about Sardis. Okay, it's non-stop. I get a headache. Okay, my ears burn every time non-stop. It's Sardis. Okay, that drives me nuts. But he's actually not in my team at the moment because I'm a tight ass. I can't afford him, so I've gone the cheapos. So I'm going to give you one of my cheapos that I've gone with, and I think this boy is going to be probably the best rookie of the year, and it's Nevitz at Geelong. And I can see him playing. He's already named for tomorrow straight away in the midfield, and he's gonna go nuts. And he's a player that goes in hard for the ball, and I can see him doing really well. I can see him averaging probably about an 80, an 85 for Nevitt. So hopefully he's not going to be like Jay Clark we had from last year, who made me 100K and it took him 16 weeks to do it. So hopefully he does a little bit quicker for us.
Yeah, no, I like the Mitch Nevitt pick. He's in my side. He's on the bench at the moment because I got a lot of those 190 sort of K guys in the midfield. But yeah, he's another one we just have to watch tomorrow. I mean, these rookies are going to be putting their best foot forward during these match simulations. So whatever their best is going to be, you're probably going to see it tomorrow. So yeah, like the Mitch Nevitt pick. Alrighty, another rookie. I'm gonna go with Sid Draper, another 190K midfield rookie. Obviously plays for Adelaide. I didn't really see him play in the Adelaide game, but apparently he just absolutely dominated. I'm not too sure about absolutely dominated, but apparently he did play very, very well, and he looks AFL ready apparently. So yeah, no, I think he's definitely one to keep in mind for your teams.
Yeah, I was listening to because when it comes to Adelaide players, I don't know much about them, so I like to listen to the Phantoms program, especially at the start when he always talks about Adelaide. So I get to know more about the Adelaide and Port Adelaide players. And there's a young boy there, I forget his name. He's one of our experts on the Herald Sun, and he was talking about Draper. And he mentioned that he's a Jet, okay, so he's a very good player, but he's not sure if he's going to play in round one. So it could be a sub risk. So we'll leave him in his team, but be wary of him. So the possibility of being a sub risk. So that's the only scare of him. But he is a Jet, so he should go nuts. Now with the player that I'm going to pick now, this is going to be left field, way left field. I'm going to go to St Kilda now, and I'm going to go to Boxall. Okay, or we can call him Box Hill. Okay, he had 50% CBAs in the practice game. I've never heard of him until that game, and when I seen him, oh my god! Okay, he was doing don't argues to Patrick Cripps. Okay, now this kid looks like a Jet. I don't know where they got him from. I'm assuming from Box Hill, but anyway, so he looks good. But let's lock him in for now. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, no, haven't really. I did see the clip of him absolutely destroying Cripps. But yeah, no. In regards to Box Hill, I don't know much about him to be honest. So, but it's all right if he's in the team. We'll see what happens. I'm not too sure if he actually plays.
Yeah.
It's the only thing.
I think with our rookies, we're going to change them anyway because the
Yeah,
rookies
they're gonna be
we don't know until that Thursday when we see the team rosters come out and then we make all these changes. But the main thing is the primos, and then we're sort of going to get these rookies sort of to mix in between our primos. But yep.
Alrighty. How much money do we have left? 1.1. with 8 players left. Okay, this can be a stretch.
Okay, we're going to have to go to the markets now, okay? So don't go to Coles anymore, please. No more Myers shopping, okay? Just go straight to the markets now.
Yeah. All right, what do we have here? I'll go with Hewitt, but there's no confidence there. There's not much confidence there because he's in my team at the moment, but I don't know if he gets picked in that best 22. I think if he does, I'm going to pick him because I don't know. It's something about mid rookies this year. They're either really expensive or cheap. So, yeah, I think I don't know too much about him, but he's in there for now. So.
Yeah, he played well against Richmond, and I was shocked that they didn't play in their A team. So it didn't make any sense. But anyway, they didn't play him there because maybe they won by too much, so they got upset. Maybe they had to win by little bits and not show off, so they dropped him. But anyways, I'd go for the GWS boy now. This boy played a bit. Actually, I didn't even watch the game, but I heard he played good. Okay, so I don't even know what he looks like. Okay, but his name is Engrove.
Yep.
So that was a game where I fell asleep before the game started. So I was watching the soccer the night before, so I couldn't get to see this game. But anyway, let's look at him during the weekend. Keep an eye on him.
Yep. I'm actually going to replace Hewitt. I'm going to take him off. I don't like him. I'm sick of him.
You're upset
I'm
with
going to
him
be
now.
picking. I'm going to be picking Murphy Reid. Now, Murphy Reid, he played really well in the in a Fremantle. I think it could have been an intra club or something. I don't know what it was, but apparently he's already surpassed the likes of Johnson. What other players do they have in there? Let's have a look. I'll tell you who they said that they've surpassed. Will Brodie surpassed. Wait, where's this? Let me get this out. Okay. He's apparently surpassed Sharp. He's surpassed O'Meara. He's surpassed all these guys, probably Fife as well, with his age. But yeah, apparently this guy is going to be playing round 1. But don't take my word for gospel. But yeah, I think he could be all right.
Yeah, well, I saw his highlights passing the ball. I'm not sure who was. I think it was who was it with? Was it Brayshaw? There was handballing to or someone that, or it could have been Sarong, and he was going nuts. He's no look handballs. He does a lot of no look handballs. So he thinks he's playing soccer. So he's doing these 5-star skills playing soccer. But he's very very skillful young man. So definitely we'll keep an eye on him for the round 1 team. Now, are we up to our rucks?
The ruck bench player.
We're gonna go Boyd there. So let's lock in Boyd. Was it my turn or your turn?
No, your turn.
It was, yeah. So let's lock in Boyd. I mean, I'm actually in my actual Abs Magic team. Boyd is playing a flex because people are saying that he's not going to play round 1 and Marshall's going to play, but I'm saying the opposite. I'm saying that he's going to play as the ruckman. Okay, he's a much better tap ruckman than what Marshall is, and I can see them using Marshall up forward with King and taking these big intercept grabs and kicking goals. So I'm really liking Boyd. So let's lock him at flex. Yeah.
My Harry Boyd is at my flex at the moment too.
Oh, is he?
So what I reckon is we put Harry Boyd at the flex.
Let's put him at flex then. Okay.
And then we'll pick someone else.
All right. You pick the other player. I think we know who you're gonna pick anyway, but let's pick you can go for. But yeah, I like Boyd.
Yeah, so it's gonna be Reedy.
Yeah.
And I think that's a self-explain. He's the second best rookie ruckman, and there's no third best. There is no third. Maybe Thomas Sims, but I don't think he gets a game with Nank in the team.
Well, there's a new boy now from Adelaide that's just joined. Someone left. One of my players that I had last year used him as a ruck. He left, and they've got this new player now. I don't even think he's in the app.
Oh,
so
Strawn? No, not Strawn.
Strawn left. So they brought in the SPP player. So he's a ruck.
He hasn't. Is it not him? He hasn't updated yet.
No, it hasn't updated yet, so you won't find him yet. So I don't even know how good he is. I don't know anything about him. I haven't read about him or nothing. So we'll see how that turns out. But I think our two ruckmen there, Reedy and Boydie, I think they're going to do good. Although Reedy, we're not sure when Shrek comes back, so maybe he's going to be a slow burn for us.
Yep. 100% agree. All right. Well, your call on the
How much
forwards.
cash? How much cash we're looking at here now?
We got 643, so we might have room for a mid-pricer in there.
All
We
right,
might
maybe
have,
we do the mid price last. So see how much cash exactly we got. So we'll do our three rookies first. And since we're on a tight budget, okay, I'm going to be a tight ass. I'm going to go for this Essendon rookie. He's playing tomorrow. He's their full forward, but he's going to be starting on the bench. But I think he's got every chance. So go down to all the way down to Essendon 99K. Okay, right down the bottom.
Tom
Where
Edwards.
is he? That's the one. Well, let's lock him in for now, even though we don't think he's going to play, but he might play. And we'll see how that goes.
No, very happy with that. He's not in my team at the moment, but yeah, I haven't really seen him play. All I know is he kicked like, what was it, 4 goals the other
We're
day.
gonna watch him. We're gonna watch him tomorrow, and then really decide if we like him or not. But just for the sake of the exercise, and maybe for the sake of saying that maybe we're gonna like what we see, let's just lock him in there. Because if we lock someone else, and then we don't get a chance to lock in Edwards, then maybe we have to change the team around. So we'll just lock him in for now. I think he's gonna be good. Because I looked at it, there's no tools at Essendon forward line. I looked at their forward line, and there's nobody there. Okay, they're all missing. So maybe he will play.
Yeah, no, he might. I'm not too sure, to be honest. I think we just got to watch him and see. But yeah, my next forward, we're gonna get Davidson. Oh, actually, no, we're gonna get Stone, Connor Stone.
Yes.
Yeah, I think he had something like 60%. 60 AFL fantasy points in 3 quarters, if I'm not mistaken, the other day.
Yeah.
So, and
He's
then
got a
I
good
think,
role.
yeah, and then in the back line, and then Leak came on and in the 4th quarter and got about 20. But I think he's got it over Leak. I think that's pretty clear to see. And yeah, I think he'll be a good pick for us. And I think I'm going to be playing him on field this year to start the year. So yeah.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. And there's a lot of defenders missing, so he's guaranteed not just 7 games, probably guaranteed 24 games this year. So we've got no problems with Stone. The next one is the one you mentioned. Okay, let's lock him in now. Okay, the ex-Richmond VFL player, that's Davidson, and he's actually a doctor. Okay, so it's Dr. Davidson, and very good player. I was hoping that Richmond got him, but he went. We didn't have enough picks, okay, because we only had 100 picks in the draft, so we couldn't get him. So we couldn't pick up Davidson, but I think he'll do good. Maybe a bench player. Maybe we'll put Davidson on field ahead of Edwards. Maybe it's probably a better option. But then again, we're going to have our mid-pricer now ahead of Davidson, so probably another option coming up.
Yeah,
How much do we
true.
have left, actually?
We have 311.
Ooh,
So we
okay.
could.
Who do you like?
I like Mr. Garcia. But I think if we did that, we'd have to try and upgrade maybe a premium, or get a. You could get a.
We've got 2 options, okay? If we get Garcia, how much is Garcia? Is 250K, yeah?
245, yeah.
245. So we've got 50K spare, so we can upgrade someone else. We could probably get a better rookie. We've got a lot of cash left, okay? That's one option. Or we can get the boy from the Dogs, the KFC. He's going to also have the same role as Trelaw. He's going to be their I think the 4th midfielder. I've got strong word from the Dogs that I'm speaking to. They speak highly of him. He's actually in my team right now, and if we get KFC, maybe we have to downgrade maybe Draper to someone a little bit cheaper. Maybe you can do that as another option.
Yep.
So
No,
we've got two options. We've got either Draper. I mean, we either got KFC or we got, but both are good options. Garcia also, I was very impressed with Garcia. So both very good options.
you know what? Just for the purpose that we've got one more Saints player than Dogs player, get in Sanders, but we got to downgrade. So you can either go the route of it's either Draper or yeah, that's about it.
If we go Draper to the Sydney rookie, who's actually not even a rookie anymore, depends how much cash we got left.
Sheldrick.
And
then, oh my God, this could work perfectly. We have $500 left.
Unbelievable. It was meant to be. Okay. And that $500 will give the donation with somebody charity. Okay. And actually we'll put in my pocket. Just cover down. Okay. We'll go Harvey's. We'll shout out some of our fans. So that's a good team. Actually, I might change my team. I'll get this one. Okay. Except Smith. Okay. I can't have Smith in my team. We're not talking.
Is there any changes from bench to field you want to make?
Have we got Sanders on? Have we got KFC on field?
Yeah, we do now. I took Davidson off.
Okay. I like actually the midfield bench is good. They've got the best players there. It actually looks quite decent.
Yeah, maybe O'Sullivan for Allen. Maybe.
Yes, we'll do that. We'll put O'Sullivan in.
Apart from that, though, it looks good.
I mean, this is unrehearsed. Okay, we didn't rehearse nothing here.
No, we got it all.
So we just pretty much, and we're going with two different budgets, two different ideas. It come up not too bad. Okay, we're quite impressive first up.
Yeah, no, very very happy with this. I think we've done well. Yeah, no complaints with me. I actually somewhat really like this team. All of a sudden, I didn't think I would. I thought we were going to make the worst SuperCoach team of all time, but it's actually not that bad.
It's because I'm an expert at picking spuds. That's probably why you thought that. But it's actually worked out not too bad. If there was someone to change, I don't think I would change anyone. Who would you? I mean, who are question marks in this team? Who are risky players? Let's have a look now. In the back line, let's have on the back line. The only risk is possibly the sick dog, but he's also risk versus reward because if he goes off, he can go huge. So not really that risky. And if he fails, you can downgrade him to. Let's say he failed. Okay, let's just say the sick dog failed. Who are we going to change him to in round 2 or 3? Where are we going to put him? Is there anyone available?
You've only got 500.
You got Rivers. You got Rivers available. Okay, so you can always
Rivers.
you can always you can get a if so we've got that problem fixed. If we go in the midfield, who would let us down in that midfield? Maybe Oliver.
Yeah, or Dawson.
Yeah. Or Dawson. Yeah, Dawson can let us down. Dawson's 550K. You can pick up one of the Hawthorn boys for Dawson. Okay, so you can pick up that will be covered.
Okay.
Yeah. You got Newcomb and you got Day. You can probably get extra cash out of Day as well, so you can see both of them play. And with Oliver, if he fails, you got Chera, you got Ashcroft, you also got Saligo. So you got a few players that will cover you if Oliver fails and the others explode. So there's backup plans for this team as well. So the team, the forward line. The only players that can fail in this forward line is Smith. Okay, that's the only one. I know you speak highly of Smith, but I did mention that me and him don't get along. So maybe he's going to fail because of me. Okay, maybe he's upset at me and he'll fail. But if he fails, is there a backup for Smith? Is there a backup plan?
You got Garcia.
You got Garcia. Yep, that's it. We've got the backup as Garcia. So that's pretty much all you can get at it. Actually, you got Parker as well. You can actually, if he fails, there's also Parker who may go nuts. So
and then the Koning, there's not much there. You never know. Maybe a Matt Flynn comes into consideration at some point. So, but I don't know about that.
Yeah. But anyway, it's a decent team. We're very happy with this team.
Yep, very happy. No, I'm stoked with this team. I couldn't be happier.
I'd give this team it's if we wanted to do a team a bit riskier, okay, you can, but this is safe as houses. I think it's very safe. I think the only gamble is going to be a sick dog, okay, and that's a good gamble. Buy round structure. How are we looking to buy rounds?
Oh, here we go. Yeah, round. Well, round two, we've just got Whitfield and Stone and Angove, and
So we've
then
got cover.
round three is a bit ordinary. But we do have cover.
Yeah, and primo wise, how many are missing? You only got really
Mills and Smith mid
okay,
prices.
there's only two mid prices, so it's not that bad.
Yeah, and then round two is just Whitfield. So and then round four is Sicily, and then you got
Yeah.
Sardis as well.
Okay, well, that's only a rookie as well, so that's they're all covered. So that's actually we're buy round friendly as well, so it's not that bad.
Round 12, you've got Sheasel, Butters, Richards, English, DeConing, Hornyman, Sanders, and Daniel. Sanders is probably going to be gone by then.
Yeah,
Um,
Richards may be gone by then. We may upgrade
Rich will
Richards
be gone by then.
to a gun player.
Sin will be gone by then.
Yeah,
Um, and maybe a
TDK.
DeConing.
Yeah,
Maybe a
yeah.
DeConing.
Maybe he becomes Gorn later on. We don't know who's going
Yeah.
to be the next. We can't even get Sherry for the same reason. So they're all got the same buy round.
Yeah.
But
And
looking
then,
good.
yeah, I think looking good for every other buy. Not too concerned. But yeah, I think we've made a great team here, Abs. Once again, thank you for coming on. It's been an absolute pleasure having you on. Watch your videos all the time. So, yeah, it's good to get a bit of your expertise on this up and coming winning Supercoach team. And yeah, thank you.
Thank you for having me. I'm not sure about expertise because all I do is pick spuds, so don't about the expertise part of it. But thank you for having me, and don't forget the viewers they need to subscribe to you. So if you're watching this and you haven't subscribed, okay, it's not very good. Okay, you must subscribe. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you. Also, I'll put Scott Father's links down below, and yeah, I'll see you all in the next one.